off screen just to
Yeah. What up, people? What's up, beautiful black people? I'm here at the palace, sitting on the bus leather seats, the Williams Estate, getting ready for the camp tomorrow. How's everybody? What's up, Jeff?
what's good, beloved?
Y'all get shot.
Nah, ain't nobody shouting. I'm laughing at you because you just went live. I didn't even know you. And why you got the picture up there, man? You can take that off the. You know what I'm saying? You yeah, you out of pocket.
This Williams Estate.
What's up, y'all? Listen, man. Matter of fact, I'm going here and make sure because I don't know which channel. Take it off the Yamini. Take it off the Yamini. You don't even got the comments up. You wilding right now, but it's all good though.
This is yours.
All good, B. I got it. I'm gonna try it. What's up, y'all? Anyway, man, this is the Black Wealth Rebels. This is like mad unconventional. We are live here though. Getting ready for tomorrow's camp. You know what I'm saying? So let me go over here now. Make sure I get to these comments, man. Make sure I get to the comments, man, because you out of pocket. Yeah, man.
Wow.
Go ahead, man. Talk to the people, man.
So,
You don't know what you're doing. See? I got you, though. I got you. I'm about to go in there and just remove you myself. Anyway, man, with that being said,
okay, yeah.
There we go. There we
So
go.
you just removed me. I got it.
Anyway, man, what's up, y'all? So tomorrow is our camp, right? Tomorrow is the camp. Starts 9 a.m. at the 6-man center.
9 to 12.
9 to 12. Well, for those that are in attendance, pause. For those that'll be in attendance, it'll be 9 to 12. For those that won't be there, it'll be 9 to 11. Because from 11 to 12, for the kids that are there, it's when they actually go to lunch. We have a live lunch for them. We got some board games and stuff like that. So if you're in 9 to 12, if you're, from a different state or whatever, 9 to 11. But I definitely just want to take this time, man, to say thank you to everybody, man, because I was just sharing today that we never have had to take any sort of corporate sponsorships or anything like that. And there are expenses. There are expenses for the location. We give away cash prizes to the kids every week.
Well, hold on, Jim. Before you go down.
But
Let me tell everybody, can y'all hear us okay? Because it would really suck to do this whole live and y'all hear us.
yeah, leave a comment. Can you hear us? Leave a comment. Let us know if you can hear us.
Because we see there's about 5 people in the chat right now. Can you hear us okay?
Yeah. Yeah. Anybody leave a comment. I don't care who it is. Let us know if you can hear us.
Somebody. Anybody. I don't know if anybody was there before.
Yeah, you all good. You all good.
Okay.
You all good. Yo, as a matter of fact, if you want, text Corey to invite you on to see if you want to jump on. The conglomerate's in the building. Yeah, we all good. Yeah, man. So we figured out how to do this live stream with us in the room. We was testing out different. Shout out to Don too, man. I don't know if Don is still here, but shout out to Don because Don was helping us. Kamori got all this new fancy gadgetry that he don't know how to work yet. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good.
Test it out, baby.
Yeah, man. So what I was saying is there's all kinds of expenses that goes into the camp. Paying for the location, paying for the catering, paying for the technology, giving out cash prizes to the youth. But I mean, listen, it's you guys have covered it between us and the donations we got. So I just want to say thank you to all of you because
thank you.
Yeah, can't thank you enough, yo. Like really, can't thank you enough. It's been amazing. So amazing. I've been waiting. Anyway, so whoever else is here, please leave us a comment. Let us know what's going on, man. Have you signed up for the camp? Do you got anybody coming through to the camp? Whatever that may be. And again, you can stream live. It will be streamed. And those links, as a matter of fact, as soon as we get off here, I'm going to send out for those that have signed up. As soon as we get off here, you'll get an email. Anybody who signed up, you'll get an email. And that email will have the link to everything. So Jarrell says,
"What up, Jarrell?
This the new setup or just a summer spot? Either way, joint clean." Hey, appreciate that, beloved. No,
So listen, Jimmy lives in a castle, and he's got a rooftop deck. So I'm trying to do more stuff here, but he has to get permission first, y'all.
First off, my door is always open. You know that. It's, the fact is, Kamari don't come through because Kamari lives all the way out in the suburbs, right? So it's a long ride from the suburbs to here in the city. He took the ride today, so now we recording in the same spot because we both in the same spot. But you know,
we're recording because I want to feel this plus leather. Here, just on here. He didn't want me to come, y'all.
Hey, first pause, pause,
He didn't
pause.
ever want me to answer his gossip.
No, that's not true at all. It's not true at all. All of it sounds crazy, but it's plausible. No, you wilding right now. Cookie, what's up, Cookie? How are you? Listen, I want to send Cookie a special shout out because Cookie has been sharing like crazy.
Yes, thank you.
And you definitely are appreciated. Jarrell gets a shout out to donations. Like I said, man, all you guys are amazing. You guys have helped us tremendously, and I can't thank you enough. But listen, if Kamari would listen, I told Kamari and Corey all the time, man, you want to record live and let's come through, man. Let's get it.
All I gotta do is get Jim to get some ribeyes and he go with something about have served up.
Oh,
hot, ready to go.
Hot ready to go is different.
Then we good.
Having hot and go is very different. Pause that, but it's a gang of ribeyes right over there.
Pause. Ready.
That kind of sounds crazy, man. You sound wild right now, B.
You need some therapy.
I do. I really do, y'all.
But listen, Jim, let's have a real conversation.
Yes.
Tim can.
Mm-hmm.
So 10 years of doing this.
Yeah.
Was it 9 years ago?
This is like, what is it? Our 11th. Corey, you know the numbers. This is breaking down
over 10 years.
No. Yeah, we've already had 10 camps over 9 years. 11th camp over 9 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so what should people expect? And let me back up. Why did you and Corey start doing this?
Oh, well, yeah, he's in his interview bag right now. All right, so the reason that Corey and I started doing this is we did a lot of stuff in the community for the adults, right? We would go to the library, do free stuff. First part is when we do free stuff, and we can get a lot of participation. We started charging, and I don't understand the psychology of it. Well, I do understand the psychology of it now.
Nobody buys free.
Back then, I didn't. We would teach the same things we taught for free, and we would fill the room just by charging a fee for it. But there was not a lot of follow through from the adults. Corey, who's an educator, he educates the youth, was like, look, if you want to make a true impact in the community, you have to teach the babies. So I was like, all right, well, let's set it up. I tested it out one time. The feedback was phenomenal. The kids got a lot of value out of it. And it was the most fulfilling work I did, seeing the kids start to pick up and then kids having their own portfolio. So we said, let's just make this an annual thing. At first, it was like every 6 months. That's why we got so many camps. And we got more than 9 camps in 9 years because first couple of years, we did it like every 6 months we did one.
Right.
And then we said, let's just make it annually so we can like invest more into it. We were doing it live in Germantown. Shout out to Miss Wanda Walker. She offered us her space. She had a school. She offered us her space where we did it in Germantown. The pandemic hit. Once the pandemic hit, we moved it online, as a necessity, and we got a lot better feedback. We got people from all over the globe that decided to enroll their kids. Our whole thing was, let's make sure it's free. And we kind of like was inspired a little bit by the Panthers too, with the Panthers feeding the kids, you know what I'm saying, and all that. It was kind of a little inspiration behind it too. So when we were in person, we would feed them and do all the kind of things that we're bringing back this year. But we try to do a hybrid approach now because we want to make sure that people that can still get the information even if they can't be live in person. So tomorrow will be the first time we're doing kind of a hybrid approach. We're going to have kids live at the Six-Man Center on Wissahickon Avenue.
4250 Wissahickon Avenue.
4250 Wissahickon, which is a beautiful new building. And for those who don't know, Philly Youth Basketball, PYB, offered the space, which is crazy. The Six-Man Center is a big, beautiful building in Philadelphia. It's brand new. And they do a lot of stuff in the community. So it's kind of a synergy there with what we do and what they do. But PYB actually stands for Philly Youth Basketball. All the AAU and everything in Philadelphia runs through there. But they use basketball as a conduit to teach other skills. So it's kind of a good synergy there, but they're offering us this beautiful space, all kinds of new technology. And we're going to have the Zoom link for those that can't make it so they still can participate. It will be taught on the Zoom link, but we'll also have like a little bit extra stuff for those that are in person. We're going to feed them. The kids are getting catered food, y'all. Like we not playing, man. Like
no cheapies.
No cheapies, man. No cheapies. We not pulling up. We not pulling up with no Pizza Hut. No shade because you know what I'm saying. Pizza Hut used to be my thing when I used to read their books and get the little stand. What that program back in the day. Yo, anybody watching the program I'm talking about back in the day? You would go to Pizza Hut when you read a couple books, and they would give you like a free personal pan pizza for reading books. I know I'm not the only one that participated in that, yo. Somebody else knows what I'm talking about.
You were just greedy, that's
I was.
How many books did you read?
Man, the Pizza Hut might be the reason I'm a great reader. I was trying to get them personal pants on Stanton Avenue, man. I ain't gonna hold you.
That's my hood right there.
I ain't gonna hold you. I was trying to go up Stanton Avenue and get the personal pants. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, no. All jokes aside, it was a program, though. I can't remember the name of that program. It was a reading program.
No, I remember that. Because I went to Ada Lewis right behind that Pizza Hut. So
Yeah.
that's exactly what you're talking
But anyway, I say all that to say this. Tomorrow is going to be phenomenal. I'm excited about it. We got all new lesson plan. Like me and Corey, a couple days ago, been working on this. So we got, the week one lesson plan is all new. It's going to be like the ticket was like a bookmark, right? Yeah, man. Yo, somebody look that up. What is the name of that program from Pizza Hut? Yo, because now it's going to bother me. It's the actual. Let me other phone that, man. Because it's the actual name for this Pizza Hut program, yo. But yeah, man. So yeah, tomorrow we got all the lesson plan for week one.
about. Okay.
We got 4 games. We got everything, man. It's just going to be a great time, man. I got a lot of people who confirmed. If you didn't get the email, you will get it when we get off here. Probably in the next like 20, 30 minutes. We're gonna get off here, and I'm gonna send the link out to everybody registered via Eventbrite.
All right, so your average logical thinker says, yes, my granny made sure he participated in that Pizza Hut reading. We got the personal names. Okay. Corey.
Yo, cool. We sent you the link. I sent you the text. Bro. I told you to resend it to him, man.
You want to see?
Oh, you sent it to him as well? Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
I agree.
So both of us sent it to you. What's up with your phone, B?
Corey said that bus. He got that.
Hold up. So I sent it to you. Kamari sent it to you. Where you at?
He with the babies, man. He got a pass. He got a pass.
Book it. Book it. TC, I appreciate you because that was going to drive me for noodles.
So, Corey, we need you to pull up because we're going to do the whole summer right here. Jimmy is offered to sponsor ribeyes. Since he's got this beautiful palatial estate, I'm coming to the hood, from the hood to the hood.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Said Corey slacking somewhere eating barbecue, man. I hope not, man. We don't celebrate the 4th, man. Should I tell our sister,
But wait a minute.
Elizabeth, man?
But wait a minute.
What's up?
We got to talk. But wait a minute. We can always eat barbecue. I don't care the day. I don't care the season.
I'm not going to argue with you.
We ain't got to celebrate the holidays.
I'm not going to argue with you.
By the way, shout out to all our service members who do.
Yes.
But I'm always barbecue.
Fair enough. That's fair. That's fair. Charles has my other phone. See, no. Look how he's stunting right now. Charles has my other phone. Send it to my personal.
Stunt 101.
I got 2 phones.
One for the plug and one for the.
Listen, man. All right, so Kamari got you. Kamari said he's sending it to you now, man.
To you right now.
But yeah, book it. The book it program. Yo, bring back the book it program. Yo, somebody hit up Domino's or one of them.
Why don't we do it?
Ooh.
So here's the thing, man. So as y'all know, Corey and Jimmy started the camp first. I was doing a lot of stuff in the community, but not as organized and regular as they were. And so when we started working together, I think the first time me and Jim and Corey all met, because for the record, Corey made all this possible.
He did.
I said, I've always wanted to do a camp. And then y'all always see us together and then let's just merge.
Mm-hmm.
So this will be technically my first year of doing it. But however, like you, like Corey, talking about the spirit of the Panthers, the positive spirit, because there's a lot of janky stuff.
It is.
But the positive stuff, that what they did is undeniable.
Yeah.
We can do the same things. We don't need government. We don't need politicians. We don't need corporations to do any of this stuff. Listen, SNAP benefits are about to get cut by the government. If y'all look at that tax bill, we talked about it the other day. We should be doing some things together in our own communities. You don't gotta have a whole lot of money. It don't take a lot. What it takes is some unity and commitment.
Yeah, we got some special stuff that at the end of the camp we'll be announcing other things for the youth. And we're also going to continue to do our pod classes. And
we got a Saturday class.
Yeah. That's what I was talking about saying, but you just trying to put it out there. Anyway, with that being said, though, September will be our next. Maybe October.
Yeah, latest October.
Okay.
We shoot for September. So we're trying to figure out where.
What business, right? So we're looking for, because again, our thing is we always want to find Black-owned businesses and we have to find one that has enough space for us to have a pod class. So late September, October is where our next one will be. We already have like the lineup of it's going to be some phenomenal
It's
speakers.
gonna be fire. It's gonna be
Yeah, it's
fire.
going to be fire.
We're gonna be celebrating the sister.
Yes, yes. Black Queens forever, Snow Bunnies never, right? So you'll see what we mean when we say that, right?
I mean, I think it was pretty obvious.
Yeah, we don't know who we're talking about.
Listen, people are smart. They know.
This is true. This is true. This is true.
They know.
So, question from Cookie says, "What are you feeding the babies at the camp?" So, it's going to be different week to week, right? So, there's a live caterer who's in the facilities at the 6-man center, and they're going to have a different menu week to week. So it's really hard to say because because one of the things that I told myself, we got to do pizza one week, but it's not going to be like pizza. It's going to be gourmet pizza, right? See what I'm saying? It's like, three pizza. That was kind of really, honestly, I was really, that was really about me. I ain't gonna lie to you.
So we see how that's going.
I'm gonna be honest though. You know, it was really about me. It'd be a nice little, you know what I'm saying, like little strip on there or something. I mean, anyway, nice little ribeye or something. But yeah, so it'll change from week to week. But again, the youth will get fed. And again, I'm excited about this, man. Hopefully, this is a partnership we can take from this year and then move on, and then continue to do it every year.
But
Get bigger and better.
It's not going to stop.
No, the camp is never stopping.
That's what I'm saying. So
the camp is never stopping.
It's not going to happen. It's going to get bigger and better.
Listen, I get so proud because we have students that started with us like 9 years ago who are now like one of our students. Shout out to Mark, who always listens to Mark Smalls. His daughter was one of our students.
Mark probably going to be in the studio.
Mark, his daughter is at Howard now, doing phenomenal things. Like I wouldn't be surprised if she's like president one day. She's brilliant. Kahana Cali's daughter has been there for years. She just got accepted and is going to Kappa next year. So a lot of our kids, we get to see them grow, but they're also becoming investors as kids, and you get to watch them grow and mature. So it's like it's dope to see. I see why people teach.
It's a great feeling.
Teachers don't get paid enough, though, right? What's the
again? I think that the community should step up.
Explain it.
Every year there's a school budget problem, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't go. You hear Jimmy and Tracy talking about Ivy League. I didn't go to Ivy League, but I went to what's called a Freedom School. I went to camp at Freedom School. It was funded by the community. Ivy League was funded by we get funded a lot of our stuff.
Look, Fatherhood Camp is funded by the people.
Right. That's my point.
You want to take this and go full all year long school, huh?
I don't say all year long, but I was the one pushing for the Saturday class.
Mm-hmm. All right. What's up, man?
Year was really good, man. I'm in the hotel, man. The kids is in here driving me nuts. They don't care about nothing. Bro? I'm always ready, man. I was born ready.
Okay.
I was born ready, man. I was this is what I do. Like, I'm a teacher. This is what I do.
Corey talk that shit. I'm gonna get up my ditty bag.
Hey, no, you're not. No, you're not.
Like it when you talk that educational talk, daddy.
No,
that's what I do. You know what I mean? Like, I can't fail at this because I've been doing this. I do this so well. I can't fail. Like, this is it. This is what I do.
Got you.
You hear my young boys in the background making all the noises.
Anyway, man, no, we just want to talk about the camp, man. Like I said, I know you got the babies with you. You freezing right now.
I'm
so
freezing?
We need you. We come here and talk a little bit for the camp. You know what I'm saying? Kicking it with our folks. Yo, by the way, can we?
You ain't got a lot of kicking.
Huh?
Yeah, next week we're gonna double up.
We'll double up next week.
Double up.
We give us, but we here.
Never got a hard time home.
I did want to talk about something though.
What's that?
I was at my regular joint. So the homegirl, Felicia.
Yes.
They've been coming at her neck. Did you see that?
I did. I saw that the Yakubians were trying to like go on Google reviews and spam her junk with bad reviews.
So we gonna talk about this again after that.
Spam with bad reviews. Who they try to get?
So Jimmy and Cole, was it Jimmy and Cole or shoot?
What?
From the school, Felicia over at
So Felicia So Felicia, so those who don't know who Felicia we're talking about. Felicia is the owner of Amina Hospitality Group. They have like 5 restaurants here in Philly now, with more on the way. And she's a friend of ours. I went to school with her from like 1st to 8th grade.
So that was that.
I really
Gotcha.
and shout out to her too because you know
Yeah.
I sent her a message last night because she shared the camp stuff out.
Oh,
Yeah, so shout out to her for that too. But yeah, so I went on there. By the way, my review on her page is kind of fire too. Like I wrote a dope review.
I don't know. I think mine will be better. So we'll compare reviews.
We
That'll be next show.
You know what? Because I'm about to say, it's a way I can put it up on the screen. You can't. You want to play these games, man?
We got up a next show. We're gonna play
Okay,
the game. We are going to play the game.
okay. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. We got Jamil in the building. Jamil, what up, though?
What up, though?
How are you? How are you? Yeah. So basically, for those who don't know,
Hold on, guys. But
what?
I'm not from Detroit, though. But I want to start saying what up, though. Is that permissible? If I, Culture Jackson, if I do that,
Yeah.
I probably watch too much BMF.
What do they say out in the county where you from? I don't know what they say out there.
I'm from Philly. I'm from right here, actually.
What do they say out there?
I'm on the lower side of where we're at right now. So
I'm just asking. I don't know what they say out there. Corey, what they say out where he from, man?
I'm playing with it.
They say howdy, partner.
See this, man. Y'all see this?
Howdy, partner. You wild. Yo, Jim, you wild, bro.
Where you from, dude? Yeah, I don't know what they say out in the burbs, dog. I don't know. I don't know.
They still using slang from the 1980s.
And so howdy, yeah, that's how they talk with Kamari from, man. They say, "Hey, Bucko."
Bucko.
I just want y'all to know Jimmy's alive. All right, it's cool. As long as you don't say what up, though. Okay, I gotta say what up, though.
What
Yeah.
up, though?
All right.
Yeah, don't say
Like,
that.
here,
What up, though?
Now, or I can't do it.
I mean, you can do whatever you want to do. Just, it's a little,
Oh, man, don't run that.
Yeah.
what it do.
Anyway, man. Yo, with that being said, though, what's up with you, Ant? Everything good, man? We just on here, we chopping it up. We talking about the camp tomorrow. Not gonna be in here too long, man. Just want to chop it up with y'all. Say what's up. By the way, if you're in the village, a couple things. I'm getting ready. I got like 3 joints. I'm getting ready to drop tonight, which are for the Options 101 joint. There's going to be some of the previous PowerPoints that we've done on Sundays. We'll be back this Sunday. What are we talking about this Sunday, yo?
Yeah.
On our class?
We're going to teach about something.
I mean, listen, this is true.
Share with them.
Okay, so we get the same lesson we get the kids in week 1. We can give a
What up, Nicole? How you doing?
So I'll tell y'all what we're going to talk to the kids about tomorrow. When we talk to the kids, right, because it's a finance camp, we go through everything. Week 1, we literally start with what is money. Funniest thing about the conversation about what is money,
I don't think most people know what money is. I know our audience does.
most adults have no idea what money is. They have no idea about the concept of money, about the technology of money. When I mean by technology, I'm not talking about anything crypto. I'm talking about even the dollar we have, the technology behind it, why it matters,
Just
how it comes to be.
understand.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the actions, but I digress.
Oh boy, here we go.
I mean, it's also
I mean, it's more than a means of exchange. It has properties. Money has properties.
Money has properties. We're gonna talk about the properties of money. It's one of the things we start with the kids.
Now, Cora, real quick, because I know we're going to be on the head short.
Unit of account. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Boy, real quick, I want to talk about why did you want to do this game from the start?
Adults was getting on my nerves.
He said, "Get on my nerves."
So we was teaching adults. Me and Jim was in the community teaching adults, and we was going from library to library, house to house. And we was literally.
I told the story before you came home, but I forgot about that part.
We was going library to library, house to house, street team. Like we was a street team out this joint. And
you're selling Mary Kay. We told people like, yo, you put 5 people in the room, we'll pull up and teach a lesson and get everybody signed up with brokerage accounts, get them a statement for real estate. Like we said, just put 5 people in the room.
So y'all was like,
yeah, essentially it's somewhat. But listen, but we were invited in. Like, so we tell them, we ain't gonna knock on your door. You hit us up. You put 5 people in a room, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna pull up. And we've done it to several people's houses. Like, yo, just feed us, and that's all we ask for.
Yep. Yeah, just don't let us leave hungry. That's it. You know what I mean? And then but that got a little weird because people were saying 20, 25, 50 people was gonna show up, and like 3 people was showing up. And so we was
So,
trooping around the city, and people was, they was standing us up. Adults were standing us up. And I was like, man, I'm used to teaching children, man. Like, let's do this. Let's do this for the babies. Let's do the revolutionary thing. Because the thing is, when you build financial soldiers, like let's build a generation of financial soldiers that's going to be able to take care of business and do the things that at a young age that we didn't start doing. So that's what we, started the camp. And we started doing our thing, man. Like, this camp is a personal project to reset what we do as far as financial literacy, because that's why we started with the young kids. Like, give them to us as soon as they can, give back information. As soon as they can talk well enough to give back information, you can send them to us, because they don't have to be able to read everything, because we're going to do most of that talking and reading with them and for them. But if they can give back the information we can get them, they can come.
now,
Huh?
Corey, one last question.
Uh-huh.
What's your favorite thing to teach in a camp?
Vocabulary. Because that's the thing that takes the veil off.
Okay.
Once they understand the financial literacy terms and what they mean, all the other stuff falls into place. Because the thing is, they have experience with these things, they just don't know what they call. So now, when people try to talk above them and talk around them and talk about money, you can't do that with these kids, because they gonna know more than you do. Like, you can try it, and the thing is, when you expand somebody's vocabulary, that turns them into readers, and that's another thing, right? So expanding vocabularies is a major part of what we do, because we want to turn these kids into studiers and readers and people who look for information and who seek out information. And so when you give people something like vocabulary, and give them new words, right? They want to look for a way to find. They're going to try to find a way to use with those new words somewhere, right? And so that's what these kids end up doing, huh?
So for me, my favorite thing is we start talking about brands and branding.
Yeah,
Not even Bitcoin. I'm gonna tell you why it's brands and branding, right? Because
we get
what I
more
realized
information
is,
than they do.
no, outside of the fact that it's a great way to get information for your own person. But it's interesting to see the light bulb go off, because all the kids have their favorite brand, whether it's their favorite streamer, whether it's their favorite streaming service, right? Whether it's their, well, I'm talking about like whether yeah, the streaming service. Then we got those that are into the sneaker game. Then we got those that's in the video game that are ready to gangbang about Xbox and PlayStation. Then we got, the Samsung and Apple Rumble that happens every year. But they start to realize how passionate they are about brands. And then once they realize how passionate they are about brands, we talk about investing. It's like, I want to own this, I want to own that. So the idea of branding, because all of us are brainwashed, all of us adults are brainwashed, all of our kids are brainwashed. But the idea that there's an entire economy behind all of these various brands, and you can start to learn from there and build into that. Why does Microsoft make as much money as they do? Why is Apple $1 trillion company? You know what I mean? So that conversation about brands leads to so many other conversations, and it's a good way for their parents to kind of like have a conversation with them when they get home. What I'll tell you is our most successful students, like I talked about Mark and Naja and what they've done, or Kahan and Callie, are the parents that follow up with their kids once they leave the camp, right, and continue those lessons, because
Rochelle
they
and her
open the
son,
door for them to have
her
conversations.
son is in school for finance.
You know,
And that's why I always feel, everybody says, teach the babies. Yeah, that's cool, but you need to teach the babies and you got to have the adults, because you can only go but so far when you're with the kids in the classroom. But then if you get the reinforcement at home, and that's not going to stop.
Yeah, man. And real quick, Jamil says, take the what's of what in the dough off of dough. So it's not what's up though.
Oh,
Is
what up, though?
what up though.
I said that, what
I
up?
just make sure I break it down for you. So Jamil says, I try to get 4 of my female friends to sign their children up, but it's Q City. Either they have football and AAU or they have jobs. Very frustrating. And listen, I go through that personally. I got people in my family who still like a literal family who have kids that have never been to the camp, and that's cool. What I'm at the point now where I don't argue with people about the value because
It's
what
gonna do work.
yeah, it's going to do work because what tends to happen is they come around later, right? They come around later because they see the results, they see other people buying it, and they see all the work.
The promo can say,
Yeah, so like listen, one day it'll all make sense, right? Because what I do, I feel like
tell me about
I
that.
feel like Tupac, man. Like, listen, man, we're gonna raise the mind of someone that's gonna really change the world, man. Like, so I don't even worry about that, Jamil. Like, you did your part. They don't want to follow up. That's cool.
So thank you.
But listen, I appreciate everybody. Everybody will help get the word out there, man. So, answers, I agree with Corey. I've taught myself several programming languages, and vocab is always where I start. I'm writing them joints down so it can materialize in my mind. Plus 604 speaking. Let me ask you a question, Ant. What are the programming languages that you know? I just want to know what's the joint you know. Move over our heads, keep track. And that's true too, man. That's how we highlight. Listen, man, they had everything in vocabulary.
Yeah.
Jamil says, I learned to read and expand my vocabulary via comic books. Mike Tyson and Don King interviews.
Really?
Comics were my first true comprehension of an appreciating asset. Comic books are phenomenal, especially the talented comic book writers, because the talented comic book writers know how to have layered conversation.
Yeah.
You think they talking about a rumble and they talking about like
They
something.
talk about a rumble, but they talk about a rumble here.
Yeah, it's why it's why like when Ta-Nehisi started writing in for Marvel, it was like it makes sense. Right?
He did also things too, right?
Reggie Hudlin was fired too. By the way. Reggie Hudlin was
Reggie
crazy.
one brought Black Panther back.
And by the way, Reggie Hudlin, who don't know who Reggie Hudlin is, Reggie Hudlin is a House Party.
House Party.
Also the classic joke. Also the classic joke. I was on Twitter today. People was having a conversation about like how, it started with some girl making a comment like all guys' favorite 10 movies are the same thing. She listed a bunch of gangster movies, a bunch of that. So then people were like retweeting it and saying, well, not actually, these are my favorite movies. I thought it was a dope conversation.
Yeah, the eyeball.
Which one?
That's the red, right?
Oh, okay.
See that?
Yeah.
What's it say? What's it say? I'm saying I'm saying to make a point.
Yo, chill, man. You out of pocket, man. You out of pocket.
You be thinking you know everything, but
I don't think I know everything. Listen, man. Ant says SQL, Python, JSON, C plus Microsoft got it. Okay. I think Python is the most valuable programming language. I'm actually working in my Python now.
Why?
Because of first of all,
everything's done in that.
Yes. You just answered your own question.
But also a lot of stuff is still done in JavaScript.
But Python
I just learned. JavaScript ain't got nothing to do with Java.
No.
I was like, wow, one of the greatest marketing and branding ever, right?
But anyway, Python to me is the most valuable. But anyway, shout out to Ant. Ant, we got to get you to come teach some SQL, man. I think SQL is powerful too. Why? Because first of all, especially when we're going with AI, a lot of that stuff is written in Python. And also, Python connects to pretty much everything else.
Okay.
I use a lot of statistical software. I use SPSS, but then we write a lot of code in Python, which connects to that. But Python connects to a lot of things.
Happy Friday, Lorraine.
Jabbar, what's really good, Bar?
What up, Bar?
Bar, pull up tomorrow morning, man. I don't care. Bring a youth or just come along, man. Pull up tomorrow morning, man. Check the camp out, man. We at the Croc Center. At the Croc Center. We next to the Croc Center at the 6-Man Center early tomorrow morning. Jamil says, can I come just to observe and learn how to communicate the basics of?
Yes, sir.
Answers yes. Lorraine, what's up, Lorraine?
Hell yes.
What's up, Lorraine? How are you?
The answer is always pull up on us.
Yes. Oh, Jabbar said, okay, well, there we go. Python is a beast. You can create AI solutions with Python, which I do. Oh, and we got to talk, man. We got to talk.
Yeah, we got to get the babies that information, man.
Yeah. I think this year, I'm going to find someone local, because I know Annie local, to come talk a little bit about AI. Not necessarily go deep, take a deep dive in AI, but I want someone just to have the conversation about AI to the babies this year. because I think it's important to do that, right? Because you
about
gotta
the use
go
cases.
what's ahead of
Yeah, about how to use it and what to do with it instead of instead of being like Kamari and making funny memes all day. I'm just messing with you, Kamari, man. No, Kamari put in work, man. Kamari's an artist, man.
I'm glad you recognize that I'm an artist because I'm sensitive about my shit.
Kamari's an artist, but he be getting to it.
Listen, man, memes are a way of communicating, man. Like I tell people, they say you love making memes. I said this is an ode to my ancestors, man. Back in the caves when they were, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm
All they
bringing
did
back
was they
hieroglyphics,
scribbled on the
man.
walls, man.
I'm bringing back make hieroglyphics great again, man. I'm making hieroglyphics great again. So listen, man. Last thing I want to say is tomorrow is going to be phenomenal. We'll get a lot of content so you guys can see what it looks like. You know how everything's set up. All that.
All right, go pull up.
I got somebody coming to do a documentary on me and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Live and in flesh.
Y'all be set on him.
No, calm down.
Just remember that, y'all.
You see the name, but that's not the point. The point is, if you're going to do a documentary on me, then you have to do my brothers too. So this is how it works. This is how it works, man.
And you would have said us before you said me.
No, that's not how it works. You wouldn't even let me finish my thought.
I understand.
You wouldn't let me finish my thought.
Listen, man, you didn't even get
Yo, y'all diving off the deep end, man. That's not.
That's this guy right here, man. That's this guy,
This is
man.
how y'all know it's real. They don't just argue on video when they 10 miles apart. They argue. They sit right next to each other. This is what our conversations look like all day long, every day.
And Nicole, it's funny. I gave a presentation on AI for real estate valuation. I gave a presentation a couple of weeks ago. Of course, mad wire bars would drop. But
Nicole, how are you going to use AI in hunting?
That's a good question. Do you teach a course, Ann? And we got a question from Lorraine. Do you teach any courses on your programming languages or AI use? So Jamil says, I have a neighbor who trades hard shares. She wants to know if she can buy actual 100 shares of a cover call or put without buying or trading options contracts. She wants to lock a certain price. I don't fully understand your question. However, if she's buying,
I do. So the answer to that is no, right? Because the thing is, to get the shares at the reduced price, you have to buy it from somebody else. What you're doing is you're paying them for their shares. And so that's how you get the reduced price.
I don't know what he's asking. He said she wants to know if she can buy actual 100 shares of a covered call. So either you're buying 100 shares or you're buying I don't understand that question.
Yeah, it has to be one or the other. It's either hard shares or the.
So you can run a cover call with 100 shares, or you can run a cover call with an options contract. But in order to do a cover call, all of them are options. A cover call is an option, a put is an option, but you can also buy 100 shares. That's why I don't fully understand the question, but you can buy the 100 shares and run a cover call on the 100 shares. Or you can do what's called a poor man's cover call by buying a leap contract and then selling a cover call against that leap contract. I mean, I just don't fully understand the question. Yeah. Shout out to JJ fan. All right, you guys arguing. I don't argue with Kamari, man. He be yelling at me for no reason. Man, he's a bully.
That's what he's trying.
He's a bully, is what it is.
Y'all see the size difference?
He's a bully.
I'm David. He's Goliath, y'all. But he's 7'4". I'm like,
you see, he's David Ruffin. He just told y'all that.
Not David Ruffin. Otis. Y'all know I'm Otis.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. Anyway, how to do a presentation on using AI in your day-to-day at work. I configure and write SQL for utility company. Oh, okay, Nicole. I didn't know you. I didn't know you had that in your bag. Oh, we gotta talk. I have a YouTube channel where I cover mostly SQL. I've been on a break. I'm a return teaching AI, Python scripts, SQL with AJ. Is that your channel? Is your channel SQL with AJ? I follow his channel too. I just want to make sure he shares it with anybody watching. And also, a lot of people watch the replay. I'm going to make sure you put your channel out there.
Put that channel in the chat. And then people follow that.
He's with the right reports. She wants to lock in a strike price for somebody else's share without options. No,
Nah,
not uh, she's not gonna be able to do it
yeah, that ain't it. That ain't. I wish.
without a contract,
No, that ain't ever happening.
without buying a
The
contract.
brokerage is not going to allow it because then the brokerage doesn't get their piece.
But he's saying without a contract. All
Yeah,
right.
without
Anyway,
a
with all that
contract,
being
that
said,
ain't
though,
happening.
yeah. Hey, listen, I claim not to know everything, so maybe there's a way to do it. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna find that out though.
I mean, they do it like the pools and things like that. That's what I'm talking.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, if she just wants to buy the shares, then that's all she has to do. You can put in an order for when it hits a certain number.
Yeah, she could
I
just,
would
yeah.
sell a put. I would sell a put because the difference between that and selling a put, if
If
she
you
sells
get
the put,
paid
she
to
gonna
hold
get the
it.
premium.
Yeah, she going to get
She might.
paid to wait.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, if you have the cash to buy the 100 shares, right? If you sell that put, you're gonna get the premium until it hits the price you want to buy it anyway.
Go ahead, Miss Lorraine.
Chat GPT. You want to get the premium. I want to get that premium. Shout out to premium, man. Shout out to all my premium payers. You know, what I mean, people that get the premium. You know what I'm saying? That's like rent. It's like rent on the market. Yo, man. So listen. Here's what I'm going to say. Make sure you're there Sunday at 10 a.m. That's our finance church where we teach a lesson every Sunday about something involving the stock market. This Sunday, I have no idea what we're going to be talking about. Maybe money. What is money?
What do y'all want to know? What do y'all want to talk about?
I
Yeah, tell us
want
what y'all want.
to
What is the court?
I said, tell them to tell us what they want. My phone about to go dead and my babies is screaming because they want
All right,
food. So,
about to get off anyway. We're about to get off in like 5 minutes anyway. I was trying to ask folks what they want, but Core, hey, Core, make sure you're there early, bro.
all right. Well, I mean, I'm going to get there as early as my kids allow me to. I'll be there early, though.
I'm gonna be mad early drawn.
And you always
So,
drawn. So what's
See the bully? See the bully tactics?
he said he always draw. No difference. Nothing different happening.
Here you go. Knowing you from the birds. He won't come
All
down.
right,
He won't come
brothers.
down hang with the city
I'll
guys
see y'all
today. Now
tomorrow
he with the
morning,
free
bright and
ranchers
early,
right now.
man. I'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning.
All right, Core.
one love, baby.
You said you live in
That's what they say. That's what
you said you live in the North Philly of Montgomery County.
that's what they call it. That's not me. That's not a Mars special.
All right, so I must live what I live in Montgomery County in North Philly.
Yeah, you do. I mean,
Yeah,
what's up, City? How you doing?
funny dude, man. You're a funny dude. Shots fired.
It's all love.
Yes, Miss Edie, you got it right. Well, Corey just had to pull off, but Jimmy is here. Kamari is there being a bully. Kamari is not from the Burbs. He's in the Burbs now.
No, but I ain't from the birds.
And that's not where he's from, is where he's at. Yeah, where you from? But where is he at, Nicole? Where is he at now?
No matter where you from.
Miss Edie, we are talking about we're talking about tomorrow's camp. So for those that don't know, tomorrow is the first week of our ownership camp, that we do every summer for the youth. It starts tomorrow at 9 a.m., 9 to 12.
Miss Edie, you have a grandson. I know you're very active with them. So you should have him involved too. And I want to show you something. Them's got this. I just beat this.
Oh, yeah. I got it on the bookshelf. Yo, so here's the thing. Tomorrow, about Miss Edie, if you want to sign up still, you can go sign up. Go to bthcamp.com.
And when I still first started talking about this book, Miss Edie brought it. She brought over with her grandson.
Okay.
Pick up Steve Miss Edie for being involved with your grandson's life.
That's dope. So, it starts tomorrow. Go to bthcamp.com. You guys go to blackboardrebels.com and get information too, but I want to put that out there. That's what we're talking about this evening, how the camp starts tomorrow. It starts at 9 a.m. If you're in person, it's 9 a.m. to 12 because we got a fully catered lunch at 11. If you're online, it's 9 to 11 because that's when the lesson ends. But, it's going to be dope. Tomorrow's week 1. Week 2 is next week. It's the next 5 Saturdays. So it's every Saturday in July and the first Saturday in August. We will be getting a lot of footage from there. So shout out to that. And if you're in the village, you're gonna get special access to stuff in the village too, right? because every class. So this is the point of being a member of the village, right? Because if you're in the village, you're actually going to be able to see the replays of the lessons that the kids learn. Because in the village is where we're going to store all the recordings of the classes. So that's going to be fire.
So this is funny, right?
I'm running home. These people in these fireworks, they're going crazy with the fireworks all across the city.
Oh, yeah. So the evolution of money, starting out at the bar, evidence of trade records, coinage,
Mm-hmm.
banknotes,
Yes.
digital money.
Mm-hmm.
As y'all was saying earlier, I don't think most people even talk about that.
No. So will you cover the aspects of trading Sunday at some point? Candles, market structure, plan, risk management. So Miss Edie, we did a class on risk a couple weeks ago. Actually, I'm getting ready to drop in the village. I'm gonna drop options 101. I'm gonna drop that PowerPoint. But specific to trading though, I'm glad you said this, right? Now I have this documented. Matter of fact, let me screenshot this.
Let's talk about them dojis and the handles.
We're gonna do that. We're gonna get into all that. I'm about all that. So Miss Edie, to answer your question, I said Miss Edie. Lorraine, to answer your question, yes. Start with setting your plan, risk management, all of those things we'll do on Sunday. So I appreciate you for being our executive producer once again.
Yes, and you oversee.
Oh, that's dope. My grandson completed a Roblox development 1 week camp today. Nice. That's nice work. It was almost 2K. Damn. Miss Edie, our camp is free. Free 99.
But no, that's a wonderful investment, though.
No, absolutely it is. First of all, any sort of development, that's dope. How old is your grandson, Miss Edie, if you don't mind me asking? And that's what it's about. Exposure is everything. Exposure is everything. I was talking to my homie yesterday, Phil, aka Dak. I was talking to him yesterday. Kamar, you may have saw him. He went viral last week. He makes his own homemade salt, right? And a lot of folks go to Lippincott Stadium over here in North Philly. They buy his chicken, but he uses all his sauces there. So he went viral talking about his sauce. His sauce is phenomenal. Like Master P, like trying to,
He's on there.
huh?
He's on there.
They use his sauces and other stuff.
Okay.
You heard it of it.
Yeah, because my cousin owns a restaurant up at 22nd.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, I say all that to say that's my homie. Matter of fact, I got a couple of his sauces over there. I digress. But one of the things he was telling me about when we were having a conversation yesterday, he was talking about the idea of exposure. And he was saying how, when you were a kid, you get a cop or a firefighter to come to the school, but you're not exposed to all these different things. He was like, he never would have thought that he would be in the food service business because he just didn't have exposure to it. It took him getting exposure, like, through his wife and all that. But I say all that to say, exposure is a big thing. That Roblox class, he might not end up doing that, but he got to see something that a lot of kids don't see. So exposure is truly important. Because when you were a kid, what kind of careers did you have exposure to?
I mean, law,
Accounting, right?
so hair salons.
Engineering, right?
Later on, yes.
So that's the thing. I think about some of the careers that exist that aren't even like a software developer or an engineer, or not to be all in the tech, but even something like a welder, like there's all these different things, and you just never know where your genius lies.
It's not something all the time. Steve Jobs went to school. How was that? Is calligraphy.
Great point.
Nobody thinks you could make a career out of calligraphy, but what he did was he took that and he infused it to these phones and to the software of the Apple. So as long as you are on your game and you're learning, you can use anything to make money or make an impact. It's just all about how well you're paying attention.
Yo, shout out to Fred Taylor, who's a supporter of Bodyhood. You know what I'm saying? He definitely supports us.
Football player?
Yeah.
Good.
Not big money, man. It's a social media connection. I don't know him personally, but on social media. So, but shout out to him. His quote, exposure leads to expansion.
Facts. That's a fact.
Once I get my software company off the ground, I will be honored to come teach the babies how to get it done. And
why you gotta wait and get your software company off the ground?
Listen, you already got your software company off the ground. By putting it out there, it's already off the ground. Right? We're gonna speak things into existence. With that being said, though, make sure you pull up Sunday. We're gonna be talking about something on Sunday. We're gonna be on a high from Saturday. For those that have supported, we love you. We appreciate you. For those that still want to support, $ by the hood is where you can donate. For those that donated, listen, I'm not gonna lie, we gonna do something special for y'all too, because you allow us to do this. It is what it is. That's the only way I can say it. You guys allow us to do this, man. We can get a pipeline going from the camp to me on some internship. Listen, let's go. Let's go. To Kamari's point that he made earlier, man, a lot of times we just gotta do stuff, man. So how do you envision us bringing back the Book It program, man? I want to do that.
In a black-owned restaurant,
Okay.
we can say the kids eat for free if they eat these certain amount of books, read these certain amount of books.
It's easy to eat certain amount. Shorty can't eat no books, man. But
Well, you know what I mean.
Tommy Buns told you Shorty can't eat no books. All right, I got you though.
But hold on, real quick. Food service is a $3 trillion business.
Yeah.
So a lot of times we're missing out, or we're only thinking about how to do it at a restaurant
Mm-hmm.
and not to sell the sauces and get co-packaging.
Listen, if you can go grab one, I can show you the joint right in the As a matter of fact, it's an unopened one in this cabinet right here. If you want to? There's one in the refrigerator, but there's one right here too. I want to show his actual joint. This first cabinet right, because he does phenomenal work. It's on it right there in front of you. That's it. And by the way, yes, look at the name of his sauce too. See the name of it.
Fillmore.
It's Fillmore. Fillmore's Gourmet. Right, I'm gonna share it right here. So this is a friend of mine, right? And you can find his Instagram at Fillmore's Gourmet. He sells this sauce. First of all, I'm off the Chick-fil-A sauce. This is what I'm on right now because his sauce is better than all of it. Yeah, his sauce is better than all of it, right? All right, so there you go. It's called Bubbling Brown Sugar Sauce. Fillmore's Gourmet. This is a black. Yeah. So, but here's the thing, though. This is a black man, by the way. This is a black man who has his own condiment company, Fillmore's Gourmet. Make sure you go online and check out Fillmore's Gourmet, and support this brother. This is a friend of mine. He does phenomenal work, and he gives back to the youth too. He teaches like a football coach and all that. So, but this is the yeah. I'm saying, I'm gonna share all this information to the village, man. I want you guys to support this, but I think bubbling brown sugar, bubbling brown. I got you, man. I gotta, I'm limited because we on this thing.
Saying that.
I feel like I want that. Just all right. We're not making it, no, because I want to share the links to all that stuff. That's what I'm about to do now.
Well, listen, man, it's always the purpose about asking.
I understand that, man, but I don't know if he want a street name on the joint. Don, what's really good, Don? Don, what's good, Don? Hey, Don, thank you for being here earlier when Kamari was fumbling around with the technology. He didn't know what he was doing and all that, but, we appreciate you.
Yo, the slanderous rhythm.
Nicole said I have my grandkids on Saturday, but I will try to pull up next Saturday.
You should have brought him to Saturday.
Bring them down.
Hey, over to the 5.
How old are your grandbabies, Nicole? Yeah, man. So go check this out, man. Like, right here in Philadelphia, PA.
You got a website?
Bubbling Brown Sugar. Yeah, man. Like, matter of fact, let me pull it up now. I want you to take a look at that. It's Bubbling Brown Sugar, but yeah, Fillmore Gourmet.
I don't know if y'all just speak this, though. Jim just like ordered me around.
No, chill, man. Chill, man. Yo, you are a bully, yo.
Right out here.
Yo, you're a bully, yo. You are a bully.
I just complied with your request.
So here we go. I'm gonna put it in the chat. I'm gonna put his website in the chat because I want you guys to support this too. And by the way, it's actually the best there is, man.
Still take this home with me.
Listen, I gotta open joint in the fridge and all that. Like he gets busy. He gets busy, man.
Okay.
Let's go support the brother, man. Like I'm gonna put it up there at Fillmore'sGourmet.com, man. Support him, man. Oh, okay. It's all good.
Yeah, support that, y'all.
Fillmore'sGourmet.com. He's on socials under the same name too. But anyway, man. But the conversation we were having yesterday, he was talking about exposure and how he was exposed to that kind of business. He would have been, into that space a lot earlier. But getting exposure late in life, made the pivot, and that's what he's doing now.
But the last thing before we go, right? So we were just talking about what the goal is for our children, right? So a lot of times people say, I want my children to have more than what materially, right? But I would say, I know Jimmy says it, many of us in our circle say it's not about the money or the gifts and the material things. It's about the experiences you can give them as they're young. As the more experiences they have, the more well-rounded, the more the minds will be open, the more they'll be able to gather things. If it's hard to shoot down,
Those are not gunshots, y'all. Those are fireworks. The fireworks are kicked off. Listen, all we got is fireworks now. LL and Jasmine Sullivan's like FOH.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, LL and Jasmine Sullivan said FOH, so all we got is the fireworks left, man. Because by the way, you can see the fireworks down the park from up there.
All you gotta do is go right back.
No, I'm talking about here. Here.
I know. You can go to Jimmy Rooftop Day. Listen, I come here to get a little, walk the little off here.
No, he come here to slander. He come here for slander, man.
Listen, man, I get to sit on this leather. So much leather. This ain't leather. I was leather. All seriously, y'all, appreciate y'all, love y'all. Thank you for all the gifts. Thank you for all the donations. The campus on the rock.
Yes.
And this ain't no felonious. By the way, watch out for all the social media people who are getting PPP loans.
Whoa.
This is real deal Holyfield here, y'all.
No, listen, y'all. This year's camp is going to be the best camp we've had. It's going to be sublime. That's the only way to describe it. It's no vocabulary word for you. It's going to be sublime. It's going to be phenomenal. All the good words.
I don't think that is.
Yeah, you only want that. Anyway, yo, you're a troublemaker, yo. Hey, with that being,
It's another word for me.
I didn't know your word. This year's camp will be sublime. Anyway.
I can't spell.
Can't spell sublime. Listen, y'all. Pull up Sunday at 10 a.m. For those that are coming tomorrow, we will see you tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. We love you. We appreciate y'all. Stay safe out there. Go enjoy the fireworks. They do fireworks everywhere at the Philly thing.
Black Queens forever.
So Bunny Snell.
There you go.
Yo, do they do fireworks everywhere? Okay, I know New York does.
We just do it bigger.
Oh, we do. We go crazy here. It's full like pyrotechnics. I always wondered, like, with the kids that should be out there doing that, do they realize what they're actually doing? Because they get real creative with it. And I'm like, how come no one has ever taken the time to explain to them this is actually a skill set?
It's a skill set. It's also dangerous.
I mean, this is true.
I love it. Man, blown off.
This is true. But the point is, if you can harness that,
I agree with that one.
I don't want to go off on a tangent, y'all. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. See y'all Sunday. And we'll see some of y'all tomorrow. Peace.
Later, y'all.
Black Queens forever.
No money, never.